What up, though? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt. Do us a quick favor. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You keep coming back anyway, so go ahead and subscribe button. Ring the notification bell so you know you get fresh content from us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Today is Monday, February 13th, 2022. Man, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. So if you didn't get that gift yet, man, you got less than 24 hours to get yourself to the store. So go ahead and get that loved one that gift. On deck for today's show, we recap Super Bowl 57 and answer the question, will the Lions get there? LL looks at how the Lions missed out at the NFL honors, and Coach Mike wonders if Levi Onwuzurike could be the answer at defensive tackle in Detroit. But before we get into all that, man, it's time to bring in the rest of the crew. He said he'll take all the tacos, man, on Tuesday. It's my man, the player pimp, LL Cool Tones. What's going on, my guy?
Yes. Happy Monday, Proud Nation.
Yeah, man. And y'all know who it is. It's the boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan. Man, I tell you, he'll cut your hair. He'll teach you how to box. He'll coach your kids. He'll sell you a shirt. He'll change your oil. Man, it's my man. Who?
Hey, they know I line people up. It's the Wolverine, Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started
right now.
Let's go.
It's Detroit Lions Talk, baby.
Welcome to Detroit.
Fresh off the Super Bowl, that was an exciting game last night. Curt, so go on and give us a little recap of that game. That was a hell of a game last night, man.
Yeah, it was a very good game, man. Like I told y'all, man, today is February 13th, man. Look here. If you don't see your girl or your dude tomorrow, that means you the side piece. Anyway, man, the game was better and tighter. It's tighter than expected, man. I have to give it to Andy Reid. The Chiefs, I didn't think they would get it done after the first half, man. I'm like, oh man, Philly gonna go ahead and run this score. They're gonna control the offense, man. They're gonna control this clock. Because you look at the time difference in that first half, it was ridiculous. I mean, like the Chiefs only had the ball for like 8 minutes. It was crazy. But Mahomes, man, he had tweaked that ankle. I'm like, okay. And I picked the Phillies to win on Friday. And I thought they were going to win. Shout out to the Chiefs offensive line, man. They didn't allow a sack to the defensive line that was the most sacks all year. They had like 70-something sacks. They didn't give up a sack to Philly.
That's a record, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like I was crazy. Like I was like, okay, Chiefs offensive line. Now here's the thing I didn't like. I didn't like the holding call at the end of the game. Now I said this on Twitter. I was kind of like, I was like, that kind of cost them the game. But however, if you think that situation could have been different, I don't know if they'd actually won the game, but it kind of cost them an opportunity to get the ball back on offense for Philadelphia. That I will say that. But that holding call on Bradbury late in the game, I didn't like it. I don't think it was a hold. I think Juju's his pivot move in that route prevented him from holding Juju Smith-Schuster. But overall, man, that was a great game by the Chiefs, man. Shout out to Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he didn't have great stats, man, but he had that one long run when it counted. He did what he needed to do. So he earned a Super Bowl MVP, 3 touchdowns. Shout out to the Chiefs, man. It is what it is, man. Before we get into the other question, what you guys think of the game itself?
I like it, man. That game was exciting. That's what I wanted. It had everything you needed in it. It had defense at times, but then the final score was 38-35. So there was just enough defense to satisfy us old school football players. There was enough excitement to keep us going in the new school age, man. But I like it, man. It was a monumental game. The first Super Bowl with 2 black starting quarterbacks, man. That's a shout out to both of them for reaching that milestone. But that game was good, man. It was great. It was everything I wanted. I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah, but you got LL. I know you had a little bit of a faux pas.
I mean, I blame the bourbon. I fell asleep during the first. Well, right after like the 2-minute warning. So most importantly, I miss Rihanna as well. But I'm glad I missed it because she announced that she's pregnant again, and I probably would have punched my cat or something. But
everybody hate on ASAP Rocky, man. Congratulations.
No, man, I never hate on him. I'm just upset, because I don't go with girls with kids. So dang, now she got 2. I really don't do girls with 2 kids, but
okay.
But no, it was a good game up to that point, man. I didn't have a horse in the race, so everybody kept asking, "Who you going for?" I didn't really care. I want to see Jalen Hurts and them win because he hadn't won, Mahomes hadn't won, and just everything they've been saying about Jalen Hurts and everything. But I'm glad that he had the game he ended up having, even though after he had to fumble or whatnot. But it's like right after the fumble, it's like they came out with the game plan to show like, no, he all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he might, okay, y'all caught him slipping once, but he all right. And that's what it was for the rest of the game, from what I could see. But they just weren't able to finish the game out on top. So, shout out to them, shout out to everybody in Philly. Freeway, Beanie Siegel, but Kansas City and them won. I thought it was funny because Sheed is from Philly, but he'd been a Chiefs fan, and that's like just seeing that stuff going on online and stuff. I thought that was funny. But overall, it was a good game. I wish I could have saw more of it. But shout out to Evan Williams Bourbon. You did your job, I suppose.
Yeah, man, that's some good stuff, man, right there. I'm working on a bottle of Basil Hayden's myself, so shout out to the bourbon crowd, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how we get down. All right, so our friends over at Pride of Detroit, man, they recently ran a poll about when the Lions will be competing for a Super Bowl, and fans picked between 1 to 2 years. I myself am looking at more of a 3-year window. At the end of that 3 years, I think is when this team will be at the peak opportunity and to not just compete. Because I don't want the team just to compete. I want them to have a serious chance to win a Super Bowl. And I'm looking at that. I'm thinking all the young players that we have now will be starting to hit their prime with the right mix of youth and veterans. I think it's possible during that time frame. So I'm thinking I'm around that 3-year mark. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about 2023, 2024, and then like 2025, to me, I think that's the prime opportunity for the Lions to win a Super Bowl. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's 2024. I think 2024 we will have our greatest shot to get to the Super Bowl, because you gotta think too, in 2024 somebody getting dropped at the end of that season. That's when all them contracts, they start coming into play, man. I don't know how good Disney is at doing his thing, man. So we're gonna have to make some tough decisions, man, coming up in that 2024 year, man. So I believe that it'll be 2024. That'll be when the team is intact and its strongest, where everybody will be at its peak. And some players will be playing for that contract. So you're going to get the best out of some players, especially at Mon Ra, because that's his year. He ain't got no 5th year. You know what I'm saying? So that's a Mon Ra. You know what I'm saying? He might break 2,000 yards that year. But, I think that's will be the most explosive year for the Lions. I'm not saying they won't be good moving forward, but 2024 is the year that I think that we're going to be like, okay.
I'm going to say we could get there, honestly, anytime within the next, for sure, anytime within the next 5 years, I think. And I'm just saying, it's some of that is with some luck involved, like how the Giants used to do with Eli Manning and them, so they get in the wild card and catch fire and, kind of do some things. We was on the verge of doing that. How many of us was thinking we could have beat the Vikings? We could have beat whoever was out there. We almost beat Philly. I know almost don't count except for horseshoes and grenades or something like that. But,
horseshoes and hand grenades, baby.
Yeah. And that's bad. Don't throw grenades, but don't throw horseshoes at people. Neither throw them at the thing for the game. But yeah, I say anytime within the next 5 years, man. I feel like that's a decent window. NFC, we can win some things. I feel like we a tweak away from being, you know, right there anyway. So
Mhm.
that's how I personally feel. So, you know, with a little bit of this on 1 year season, maybe a little bit of that another season, and then going into what y'all was saying, like some more practical things, some things coming into themselves, stuff like that. Real quick, I was talking real last night on Twitter. Every time I think about free agency, I just think like, what if dudes just didn't want to get like mega paid? Like, what if they wanted to get paid, but like still want to win? You know what I'm saying? Like Tom Brady might be. Fuck, I mean, forget Tom Brady. He not the GOAT in my eyes, but whatever. We're not gonna have an argument here. But what he is probably the smartest guy ever in the history of sports, because he took what some people might consider the short for so long for them to build that team how they did. I know that's a lot to ask from somebody, so I know it probably ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? None of these guys is gonna take, well, not too many of these guys is gonna take that friendly of a team deal. But what if they were to? You know what I'm saying? That's just you know, in my head. But yeah, so some of these guys coming up, hopefully we can keep a lot of them. You know, I want to keep the dream around. Of course, I'm around St. Brown. We got to keep Panay Sewell. I wish we keep all of them, but so within that window though, for sure. Within the window when we got all of them guys for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan did that same thing in Chicago for a while, where he was taking those smaller contracts and getting his money on the back end. So
Scottie Pippen too.
Yeah. So well, he messed himself up. I don't his deal. He messed his own stuff up with that deal.
That
but,
was a bad deal.
Do us a favor, man. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video, man. And we answer the family discussion topic, man, because guess what? We didn't have no comment cards today because we didn't get enough comments, man, on the last show. So go ahead and comment on the video, like it, and share it, man. Answer the family discussion topic for today is, when do you think Detroit will make the Super Bowl? So answer the family discussion topic for today in the comment section of the video. When will Detroit make the Super Bowl? Hey, do us a favor, man. Go on over to fanatics.com. Links in the description below, man. Grab yourself some Lions gear. You see I'm rocking the, you know, saying the low cap, man. But I'll get all my hats over at fanatics.com. So link in the description below. A portion of the proceeds is going to help us grow this content right here in Detroit Lions. Are probably your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Hang out with us on Lions Nation Unite. Herman Moore is helping us bring you this content. So go check us out on LNU.com, man. It's Lions Nation Unite. You can find it in the Google, Android, or Apple App Store for your mobile devices, or just type in lionsnationunite.com in your web browser and check out LNUshop.com when you're over there. It's always game day in the LNU shop. So grab yourself some game day gear at LNUshop.com. Hang out with us on Detroit Lions on the Prowl.com. Get yourself some Prowl Nation gear at lionsontheprowlshop.com, man. Coach Jones gonna hook you up with that Wolverine gear. You see that big M on his head right there. He's a Wolverine. He's Wolverine on Saturday and a Lion on Sunday. So grab yourself some Wolverine gear at wolverine.com. Help the fighters against cancer, especially in the state of Michigan. Grab yourself some Roar Up gear. Links in the description below by my man, Big Lion Man. And the proceeds from that link go to help their American Cancer Society of Michigan. Now, my man, LL, because you know, tomorrow's a big day for him, man, because he pick up all the lonely hearts on Valentine's Day, man. They be cooking and cleaning and bringing those Tupperwares over to the crib, man. LL, holler at me about what's going on what happened at the NFL honors with the Lions.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Tomorrow, just a Taco Tuesday, baby. But yeah, so just speaking about the recent NFL honors, you know, some people might say the Lions didn't get any love. You know, we didn't have too many nominees and we didn't win any awards. So I was not able to find the link with the nominee or with the voting results, but the info that I do have is from clutchpoints.com. And the only two awards that we had people nominated for was Assistant Coach of the Year, and that's, of course, Billy Johnson, and then Defensive Rookie of the Year, and that's Aiden Hutchinson. I believe I heard that both of them finished second in those respective categories. But, you know, at first I'm like, and it always happened like this. I'm like, man, you know, forget these people, man. Outside of D'Amico Ryans, like, I get that one. But other people, man, forget all of these people, man, all of these dudes, Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson and whoever else. But I understand, because what did we really do? I mean, well, I guess you could say that for the Jets too. The Jets definitely they did a little bit less than we did. But you know, just in the whole grand scope of things, like we didn't really do nothing. We finished 9-8 when we could have finished a little bit better. Also could have finished a whole lot worse. So, I feel like I heard, Curt say this before, like, it ain't time for us to be winning stuff yet. When that time comes, I feel like it will come. The only thing about that is a lot of times for a lot of people, and I'm one of them people, it just kind of feel like a hype train.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when, it'll be a year when we miraculously make it to the whatever NFC Championship game, and we sweep the award series and all this other stuff. And there's going to be a lot of people complaining like the Lions only won it because they've been sorry for so long or something like that. But, man, NFL honors, we only had a couple nominees. We didn't get any wins. I feel like we might have seen a little bit more. And maybe they just showed like the top getters. Like I feel like Dan Campbell should have been in the discussion of Coach of the Year, but I could also understand why he wasn't. But yeah, what do you guys think about the Lions? I guess getting a little bit of recognition, but no actual wins at the NFL honors.
I don't think the Lions coaches or players were snubbed at the NFL honors. I think Detroit had a good season.
Yeah, me neither.
I think we had great moments. It was a good season with great moments, but bottom line, the team didn't make the playoffs. If you look at all those winners of those awards, man, those guys were in the playoffs. I mean, yeah. And when the Lions had a chance to control their destiny and down here in Carolina, the team got manhunted by the Panthers, man. So, and that's the thing. I think they should have beat the Panthers. And that would have gotten them into the playoffs. But congratulations to Hutch for winning that fan vote Rookie of the Year. But I don't think we didn't do enough. I mean, when you winning something, okay, yeah, to have a winning record and to actually like win a division or secure a playoff spot, that's when you're still going to start getting those awards. So, I mean, I think Ben Johnson had a chance because of how the Lions offense performed, but we didn't have enough win. He didn't get that all around support from the defense. That hurt him because we didn't have enough wins to get into the playoffs to say, hey, this guy deserved that, the assistant coach of the year for being an outstanding. We know he's an outstanding offensive coordinator, but we didn't win enough. So I'm not mad at all.
I think it's always going to be a debate whether Sauce Gardner or Aiden Hutchinson should have won the defensive rookie of the year.
First team All Pro.
Yeah, I know he got that, but like, do you think that's because he's in New York media market?
No,
he got first team
I think that helped.
He had the stats. I think he had the stats though. I mean, you look at even and I talked about this with Luke G the other day. We helped him win the defensive rookie of the year when we played the Jets. Because what did we not do? We didn't throw his ass all game. So we proved his case. So we'll go ahead and finish your point.
Yeah, so I mean that's true. So I mean that's gonna be the only debatable thing. Other than that, man, there's not really any snubs at all. I know in Detroit we always feel snubbed at some point. We just had this it got to be up. We had some of that. It's not when we look at it from the big scope, from the big picture, all 32 teams in the NFL, we didn't. It's okay, Detroit. Our time is coming though. Our time is coming.
Right.
Yep.
Now, one thing.
When it's our time to win, we're gonna win. Go ahead. All right, hey, thanks for watching us right here on Detroit Lions and Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. All right, so talked about the Lions not getting the awards, but it is what it is, man. Hey, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends, man. All these things help us get this content to more Lions fans just like yourself, man. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you get fresh content from us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions newsrooms. Coach Mike, man, holler at me about this young defensive tackle that you say may be the answer in Detroit next year.
Sir, the forgotten man, the enforcer. That was my name in high school. The enforcer. Everybody, I think, kind of forgot about Mr. Levi Onwuzurike, who set out last year. At the very last minute, he decided to have back surgery. He tried to do everything that he could, and then ultimately, early in October, he just had to have back surgery, man. So, but with that being said, he should be on track to have a full offseason. I know they're gonna probably try to, wean him, kind of inch him back in, things like that. But having that surgery early in October should should put him on track to make a full recovery and have a full off season, man. And because we all know Stafford had that broken vertebrae in his back, and you know, but it's not the same because Levi had disc problems, man. I know how aggravating that is because I got an L4, L5 problem, man, and it just it ain't went away nowhere. I didn't have surgery, so maybe that might fix it all. But yeah, man. But the thing is, Levi actually bulked up in the off season. In his second year, they actually was talking about how he bulked up and he put on some muscle. So that should put Levi's playing weight right around that 300, 305, statistic, which is where somebody else who Bucky Brooks picked in his mock draft for the Lions draft, and that's Mr. Brian Breezy, who is 305. So I don't know, where Levi's status really kind of determines that pick. Because if Levi is back fully healthy and he's ready to go, he might be that inside tech where we can keep Aleem at the 3 tech. And also we're probably gonna bring back Bugs. But that becomes a kind of a crowded room there at defensive tackle, man. So what do y'all think about Levi's return to the field, man? He and y'all remember what he said on draft day. That attitude, y'all remember what he said.
Yeah,
he just
man.
wanted to do something to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Paraphrasing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, man. I'm gonna make this real quick for you. Plain and simple, I'm checked out on Levi, man. Can't get on the field, can't stay healthy. I like the pick at first. He was one of the top rated defensive linemen in that draft, man, 2021. I don't trust him to stay healthy, to stay on the field. It's time for the Lions to waive that dude with injury settlement. And that's all I got to say about that. I'm done.
He played 16 games his rookie year.
I'm done with that cat. What you got, LL?
I don't remember everything that was said about Austin Bryant, but I don't remember you saying things like this about Austin Bryant. And maybe it's because Austin Bryant wasn't wasn't a second round picking it like that. So, but dang, you ready to give up? I don't, and I'm gonna say this too, Curt. I don't blame you for feeling that way. I was gonna say that I wanted to say I felt like Mike might have said some similar things, or I don't know. We've all had different comments about Levi, man. I don't know what to do. I hope he work out though, because if he actually does work out, if he turns out to be the ass kicker that he's supposed to be, that help us out immensely. We don't necessarily got to draft one too high. It fills a spot. You said we have a crowded room. I think we have a perfectly filled room. You got a different body type in Benito Jones. You got a different body type in the Dream. You got similar body types in Bugs and Levi, but different playing styles. I love it, man. As far as that defensive tackle, defensive line, we got guys all over that line now, man. If he could work out, it'd be great. But I don't know. But I don't know how it go. If waving them would work, then maybe we should waive him. But if it don't hurt us too bad to keep him around and see if he actually can get back out there, then maybe. But
the only bonus
like I
is
said,
his contract is low. He's not. You don't have a big contract. That's the only.
No.
That's the only bonus for trying to keep him around. But
I don't blame you for feeling that way at all.
The thing is for me is he played all 16 games his rookie year. And he, so it's not like he has a history of like, I'm not like he played all 16 games, but that nagging back injury, I don't think he's ever had surgery on that back before. I think he's always rested. So not playing for a whole year, you know what I'm saying? Like Stafford, he had a little bit worse of an injury because he had actual broken vertebrae, but he's still playing. So I don't know, man. I'm not ready to write them off just yet because if that defensive tackle is a need, like we all know it is, and we got to give him a shot, man, because he might have elected not to play, and that actually might benefit him in the long run. So,
okay. Hey, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, man. Let me blow up a birthday balloon for Levi Onwuzurike. Peace.
Damn.
I'm gonna holler at you when you see me in the street.
Birthday
Don't
balloon.
say nothing. But
Birthday, is it? That's even worse if it is.
no, it ain't his birthday. I'm just messing around, man. Hey, man. Hey, make sure you comment on this video, man. We didn't have any comment cards today because we didn't have any comments from you guys, man. So go ahead, like the video, share the video, and give us a comment on the show. Tell us what you think when Detroit will make the Super Bowl, or any of these topics we talked about today. If the Lions got snubbed at the NFL honors, let us know what you think about that. Or if Levi Onwuzurike is the answer or not at defensive tackle coming up next season. But all that being said, it is time for your dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cakes and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you will love how they taste. Man, we had some great Super Bowl ads yesterday, man. And one of the funniest ones, I have to say, had to be the Tubi commercial with the rabbits attacking people, picking them up and throwing them down the hole, man. That was crazy with the rabbits, with the rabbits kidnapping people, man, throwing people down a rabbit hole. I was like, what in the heck? Why is these rabbits snatching people? And I have to say, my oldest, she never liked the little bunny foo-foo, like kind of like the little whatever the little thing. She never liked that damn the little, I guess the little song or whatever. She ain't like that. So I'm like, I hope she didn't watch that commercial because her ass will be triggered. But that was one of the funniest commercials. So hey, answer this in the comment section of the video. What was your favorite Super Bowl commercial of the game, man? And one other thing, congratulations to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, man. She announced, saying let it be known that she is pregnant again. Saying that's why you didn't see all the elaborate costume changes in the Super Bowl performance, man. She stuck with what she did all of her hits, and well, a lot of them. I can't say she did all of them because she ain't seen one of the songs I wanted her to sing, but that was one of the things. But people were like, she ain't do all this, she ain't do all that. I was expecting more. I'm like, the lady pregnant. She was out there rocking it for 20 minutes, pregnant. Yeah, I give her flowers, man. She did a great job, in my opinion. But that's your dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cooking desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you will love how they taste. Hit the link in the description. Go up to the Facebook channel. If you don't do Facebook, hit the Instagram or TikTok and put in Delightful Bites in the search engine and see all that beautiful dessert footage. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. Let's take a walk on over to that wall of fame, baby. First up in the bronze members, we got my man Detroit Drew, man. Him and his little girls over there, man. Go ahead and check him out over here on his YouTube channel. We got George Eagle in the building. Shannon the Insano. You got Benny Siegel's in the building, man. Our Benny Siegel, not the one in Philly, because I know that one in Philly, he ain't a little happy today. We on top though 100, and we got Jason Portis. Then over in our silver members, we got my man Cap Ice Cold. We got John Martin, Mr. Scotty the Bear, the Frenchman, baguettes, and all that. What's up, Frenchie? And Big Dale in the building. And our gold members, you got Mr. Reliable Michael Huck, man. Good to see you on Wednesday. I stopped in for the gold members meeting right quick. Turner Burley in the building. We got my man Just in the D. Lady Lionel of Dusbagia, Paul Giroux, the jazzy one, the Tornado out there in Utah, and the Doctor Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click that join and now button in the description. And please comment on the video, man. We like hearing from you guys right here on Detroit Lions. They're probably your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. You know what I'm saying? We'd like to hear from you because this part of the show, we like hearing from you, and we like reading what you had to say about our show or what the topic we're talking about. So hit the subscribe button and like the video and share and comment on the video. Now it's time for final thoughts for today's show, man. We won't be here tomorrow, so to all the ladies, happy Valentine's Day in advance, man. So let's go over to our resident expert on Valentine's Day because he can have a whole bunch of them things, man. LL, what you got on final thoughts for today's show?
Happy Monday. Have a great day. Leave in the comments if you believe this. What I was going to say earlier. Leave in the comments if you think that Miss Sheila Ford Hemp wears white diamonds or sand and sable. So let us know right there in the comments, and we'll discuss on the next show. Have a great one.
Definitely. What you got, Coach Mike?
Yeah, man. My anniversary was yesterday, Super Bowl Sunday. And it comes at a rough time, man, because Valentine's Day is like 2 days later, and it's like, you know, I've been trying to get my wife like, you got to pick one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
And she'd be like, I get both. I'd be like, I think you set that up to be like that, man. So yeah, man. But you know, happy anniversary to my wife, and happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there, man. And hey, even though the Super Bowl is over, we still got this off season about to get to work, man. So we ain't stopping. We ain't stopping. We about to get it going, man.
We got to get
so
it
shout out to everybody.
Yeah, that draft coverage and that free agency coverage is coming fast. Happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies out there. Happy Valentine's Day to my wife, Rosalind, to my daughter, Sharice, my grandbabies, Spencer and Avery. You know, just, you know, to them, you know, it's always great, man. And you talking about getting married on Valentine's, you know, right before, man, I got married on my birthday. I got to get somebody else a gift on my birthday because that's my anniversary. So, man, and my wife won the gauntlet. It's Christmas. My birthday's in January, which is the anniversary. We got Valentine's Day in February, and then no gift in March, but her birthday's April, and Mother's Day is in May. Man, she run the gauntlet on my ass every year. I get one day a year to myself, and that's Father's Day. One day. I get one day where I get all the presents. But hey, man, hey, I love it, man. 28 years and still going. So we gonna chalk that up and charge it to the game. So, but happy Valentine's Day, ladies. You know what I'm saying? To all you guys, man, you know what I'm saying? To everyone out there, man, you know what I'm saying? Find your loved one, man. Was that saying? Because LL, you know, I know he lives by this mantra, man. If it can't be the one you love the one you with. But anyway, man, thank you guys for joining us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. And like I said, if you don't see your loved one on Valentine's Day, that means you just
rhetoric. That means that might be at work.
That mean no, if you ain't seen them at all. It might be with LL. You know what I'm saying? I know he gonna have the big Tupperware t-shirt exchange on Valentine's Day, man, with all the tacos that he can eat. But all that being said, come on back on Wednesday for the next episode of Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Do us a favor, man. Hey, I know you had some great lunch today. Thanks for hanging out with us. Go ahead, get that napkin, wipe them crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing, like, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. From my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.